has been said that government should run like a business, but in reality, that is difficult. Our sheriff, Mike Newstrom, effectively implemented innovative ways to administer services and manage employees and inmates. The sheriff is responsible for not only housing inmates, but managing these populations. What are your top 3 priorities for effective management of the Sheriff's Department if you are elected?
Thank you. Thank you for coming out today. I want to thank Upper Lafayette Economic Development as well. We have a very important decision to make this October, as everybody knows. Moving forward, I too want to thank Sheriff Newstrom for all the opportunities that he's given me, and I also agree with a lot of the policies and procedures that he has in place. To begin with, my first priority, I want to conduct a comprehensive audit of the budget. I want to know the ins and outs of every penny that's being brought in and that's being spent. On top of that, we have 850 employees on average and a $54 million budget. I think it's important as a newly elected sheriff to come in to hit the ground running. You're going to need to know exactly what you have in your toolbox. On top of that, community relations and transparency, I want to publish that budget. I want to put the budget in the newspaper so you can wake up on a Sunday morning, you can drink a cup of coffee and read it. I think that you deserve to know where your $54 million sits. Secondly, I want to restructure the organizational flow of the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office. Currently, right now, we have a CFO, a Director of Corrections, we have a Director of Training, a Director of HR, as well as a Chief Enforcement Deputy. That's fine, it's a good structure, but under my administration, I want to change it up. I want to bring in a Chief Administrative Officer. I want to bring in a Chief Deputy who's going to hold the rank of Colonel. After that, I want to assign division heads. Each division head will hold the rank of Major. Those majors, the Colonel, as well as the Administrative Officer, is going to work in kind of a quasi-group to advise the Sheriff on the day-to-day outcomes of what's going to go on in the Sheriff's Department, to keep the pulse of the community, to keep the pulse of the department. Morale is a big issue. We need communication. Lines of communication are important. The office of the sheriff, as I've said it before, is bigger than just one person. It's about the entire community. Third, I believe as a newly elected sheriff, you should establish leadership by opening lines of communication and bridging gaps. I would, for example, I'll always continue to say that I'll never ask a deputy or another employee to do something that I haven't done or wouldn't be willing to do in my career. That's important. Leadership comes from within, it comes from the heart, and it comes from the mind. Are you willing to lead by example? What does Lafayette expect of their leaders? Are you willing to stand up with your community? With that being said, I have the experience, the time, the leadership qualities, education, and training to lead the Sheriff's Office into the future. Thank you.